Welcome to Guide to Fluency. Have you ever heard people having a conversation in another language and noticed a few words that sound similar to some you may know? There are lots of languages that you may have noticed sound very alike, especially if you know Spanish. The reason for this is because these languages are derived from Latin. If you'd like to pick up another language, knowing Spanish just might make your learning process a lot easier. Obviously, choosing to learn a language similar to the one you already know will give you a leg up as far as how quickly you'll begin to understand. However, there are some languages that are more similar to Spanish than others in different aspects. For example, almost 90% of the vocabulary between Spanish and Portuguese is similar, but Italian is closer to Spanish in phonology. Portuguese has more nasal sounds and more vowel sounds than Spanish. Italian, however, has a similar grammar structure to Spanish. Most language programs offer a speech tool that can help aid your pronunciation and make it easier to correct mistakes. So if you're worried you won't be able to get the pronunciation down right, remember there's tools out there that can help. Now, you might actually be surprised by how many languages share similarities to Spanish. Some you may not have even thought knowing Spanish would help with. But when adding your existing knowledge of English, the list grows quite a bit. French is another Romance language that shares common Latin roots with Spanish, as well as verb phrasing. Like Portuguese, French has a different tone that's more nasally, so pronunciation can be one of the biggest hurdles to get over when learning the language. To the surprise of many, Romanian is another language that can be easier to learn with a knowledge of Spanish. Although it has a Slavic influence, Romanian shares similar grammar rules and Latin roots like the other Romance languages. If you're apprehensive about learning another language, I'd say even knowing some of the basics of Spanish could help you pick up the basics of another fairly easily if you're planning a trip somewhere where a Latin-rooted language is spoken. That's not to say that any language is necessarily easier to learn than another, but with the right background knowledge, it can definitely aid your understanding. So yes, knowing Spanish can help you unlock the knowledge needed to learn other languages. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more language learning content. Adios.